Welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura. This is gonna be a good old-fashioned, like what I eat in a week. I'm gonna try to show you as many meals that I eat on a carnivore diet as possible. The way that I eat carnivore may not be strict enough for you, and it's too strict for other people, but it's really just what works for me and for our family. I have been eating this way for 5.5 years, and things have slightly evolved over the years, but I would say it's probably been 3 years now that I'm just in a really good groove of eating what works for me, and I'm just gonna show you what that is this week. Sometimes I go down a rabbit hole of showing you recipes and techniques, and I will try to link everything down below that I have filmed previously, but the goal of this video is just to show you as many meals as possible, a very realistic outlook on what I eat in a week, so that's what we're gonna do. Sunday lunch is always a lot fancier. It's usually a little bigger deal. We'll usually smoke something or go nuts, but today we are doing ribeyes and some crispy pork belly. You will notice a theme. I always have 2 different meats on my plate. It just gives me variety and makes it interesting. So I'm gonna add some melted butter to the top. It's gonna melt and make this delicious sauce on top of my ribeye. And then we have a pinch pot of some really coarse flaky salt. We season the steaks when we eat them, but on the table, I use a flaky regular salt, and Chris is always using this one that has a smoked salt. We gotta refill it. It has a smoked salt in it, just as it's a finishing salt, and I'll link everything down below, but some fatty, tender ribeye and some super crispy air fryer pork belly. Chris brought me an apron to eat because he knows I haven't changed since church yet. I'm gonna probably spill steak cheese all over myself. Thanks, man. And he's the one in charge of laundry. So this is really self-preservation, saving him work later of getting out stains when I spill something.
Most days I'm eating 2 meals a day, whether that's breakfast and lunch or lunch and dinner really just depends on my schedule, and you'll see that throughout the week. Some days like today, I'm able to strategically get enough fat and protein in one meal, and so this will be my only meal for the day. Personally though, I can't eat one meal a day every day or I end up under eating over time. Usually Sundays is the only day where I plan ahead and make sure that I get enough at once for it to be my only meal.
Since I work from home and the kids are homeschooled and Chris is a stay-at-home dad, everybody's home all the time. But the benefit of that is we get to have a family sit-down lunch every day, where Chris usually grills something. Today, he actually smoked a couple of racks of pork ribs. We've been trying to replicate the ones that we had in Memphis a couple of weeks ago. We even bought the rub that we've been using that doesn't have any sugar in it. So today we are doing some pork ribs, which I'm super excited to have. These look really good and juicy. And then we just grilled some burger patties to go along with it, just to give us a little bit of variety.
I also grabbed some pickles to eat with my burger patty.
Dinner is one of those meals in our house that we try to make as easy, simple as possible. For you, this might be lunch, and most people do a big sit-down dinner. Chris never eats never eats dinner. I eat dinner about half the time, and the kids usually eat something small that's mainly protein because they're getting home after jujitsu and then they go to bed shortly. So lunch is our big family meal every day, and dinner, it's just whatever we can find. I'm gonna use some marinara sauce and ground beef and make the kids spaghetti bowls. I'm not in the mood for something hot or a bunch of ground beef right now. So I had made some loaded chicken salad. I will link the recipe down below. I love this. I eat this, I made 1 can. This is 1 can worth, and it's a huge amount. And I will eat this in 2 or 3 different small meals this week. I eat it with a spoon. You know what I thought of today? I just got back from the grocery store. I should have bought some deli meat, some ham or some roast beef or something, or turkey even, and then put this in the wrap and rolled it up and had a wrap with it, but I didn't think of that. I'm gonna use pork rinds. I bought some chili lime pork rinds. I like the 4505 tahini ones also, but yeah, these are the rib rack ones. I get these at Sprouts, and they are super clean, especially for being flavored. But other than that, yeah, I'm really sweaty. My tanning salon that's nearby has a new red light therapy bed. So I went and did 10 minutes in the red light bed, which I've never done. If you guys do red light regularly and find value in it, let me know, because I've never really done it before. And I'm excited just to try to do it whenever I'm not traveling, to try to do it every once in a while. And then I went to the sauna for 30 minutes, got a little sweat in. And yeah, now I'm prepping dinner for the kids. I'm gonna eat this myself really quick. And then we have a pet snake and today is feeding day. So I'm thawing a mouse. Don't worry, I'm not gonna show you. And I'm thawing a mouse for the snake for dinner. So protein all around for everybody in this bathhouse this evening. Okay, look at that. I put a lot of bacon in today. Ever since I discovered those bacon crumbles from Costco or Sam's Club, like just the big bag of bacon bits, I'm throwing those things in everything. So good. I am up bright and early today. Twice a week when I'm not traveling, I've been meeting some friends at the gym for a 5:30 workout class, which comes bright and early, but it seems to be the only time that I can actually like make it happen. And I love that like class environment. So I am having some electrolytes and that's it. And then we're gonna go hit the gym. If you want to try the electrolytes that I use, they are the sponsor of this video, and they actually have a deal for all my subscribers where you can go to drinkelement.com/Laura Spath. They are magnesium, sodium, and potassium. I use the unflavored version, which just has literally those 3 ingredients. And then also when he's fasting, Chris uses the flavored versions, which have stevia. Like the kids love the chocolate version, so does Chris. Chris will put his in his coffee. I personally can tell the difference when I'm not drinking Element because I'll wake up in the middle of the night with some kind of leg cramps. If you think about it ancestrally, like we used to drink water from a stream and it was like natural and had all these minerals in it, and now everything is just like overly filtered, and any water that we're drinking is kind of stripped of all of that good stuff. So adding some electrolytes and these minerals that we were missing back into our water can be really beneficial. Here, wait. Oh. I just took the 1-hour weightlifting body pump class. My arms and legs are jello. I missed them last week because I was trialing, so I could tell my body did not work out last week. And then I sat in the sauna afterwards. On the days that I've been working out, I had tried to wait until lunch, but number one, I just get too hungry after taking this class that I was just like ravishing in the mornings. And then also I noticed I was a lot more fatigued from not getting like protein. I've been up since, 4:30. It's almost 7:30 right now. And then waiting all the way until lunch is a really long time for my body to not have protein to recover from what I just, this intense exercise. So I have been incorporating breakfast on the 2 mornings a week that I go to the gym. So I have 4 eggs. I did a 1/4 cup of bacon crumbles and then about a 1/4 cup of shredded cheese. And that is gonna be my breakfast this morning. So good. Lunch today was seriously the best meal I have had in so long. We did flanken cut beef ribs, which are also sometimes called like cross-cut beef ribs. They are so fatty and have so much delicious chewy collagen on them. We grill them hot and fast. Like some people do them in the oven or the air fryer, like long and slow, but we love to do them like super high heat on the grill, blast them with a blowtorch, give them a nice char, but keep them medium rare on the inside. They were so good. I have not had those in a long time and I don't remember why. So we're bringing those back into the rotation. And then we paired with it some chicken, knowing that these beef ribs were gonna be like really, really fatty. We whipped out some chicken thighs and just put those on the smoker. Ideally, they would have been done in the oven or the air fryer, but the AC went out in our house today. It's Arizona. We've been working really hard to try to keep the house cool. And so until that's fixed, hopefully tomorrow. And so we didn't want to use the oven or the air fryer to heat those up again. But chicken thighs, flank and cut ribs, and then I knocked it out. That was breakfast, lunch, no dinner for me today. So I finished my lunch around noon, and then I will do 24 hours fasting until lunch tomorrow. It is lunchtime. Chris is outside grilling for all of us, and I just got off of a work call. He is making pork souvlaki, which is, we took some pork chops and cubed them up into skewers and put on some lemon juice, a little Greek seasoning, and then I will sprinkle feta cheese on top of it, which I feel like just makes it feel like light and fresh for the summer. And that's all I'm gonna have, and Nathaniel will eat that with me. And then Chris and Penelope are gonna have some picanha steaks. Normally I might have had like a steak to go with my pork, but I'm meeting a friend for dinner later and figured I would just keep it a little bit smaller for lunch. Plus I'm gonna be having beef later. So I figured I'd stick with pork. I am giving myself a little appetizer of that loaded chicken salad that I made the other day and just having like a few bites before we sit down for lunch.
My go-to when eating out for a decent value is any place that serves burger patties. I love Habit because they'll do bacon and cheese, and their burger patties are charbroiled. Can I please have just 4 plain burger patties? Just the patties. And then the American cheese and bacon on top of those as well, please.
Same.
You want 4?
Yes. And do you have pickles?
Yeah, perfect.
That's it.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
We each ate 4 burger patties, which is a pound of beef, 2 pieces of cheese, and 2 pieces of bacon, and the total price, even after tip, was $22.
Today whooped me. I went to the gym and now I'm gonna eat some breakfast and try to shower. I can't like walk in from the gym and shower because I'm already too hot and sweaty, so I have to like cool down and eat something first. And I'll eat breakfast with the kids. I'm gonna have this ham for breakfast today. Ham may not be clean enough for you and your goals and whatever it is that you're working towards. I love it occasionally. It's like a fun change in the morning. I picked up this ham from Costco. I looked for one that had this really big, nice fat cap on it. And then for hams, I just try to watch the grams of carbs and make sure it's not like honey glazed. This one is clean enough for me, but obviously do you. I have a meat slicer, but it's such a pain to get it out and clean it, even though Chris cleans it, but like, it's just a pain. So I'm just gonna like cut myself off a chunk and fry it in a skillet and then make some scrambled eggs. Sometimes I mix cheese in with my eggs, but today I'm not going to because for lunch, I know I'm gonna have a bunch of sour cream. So I don't cut out dairy. I just try to pick and choose when I have it. So we're gonna do some ham and eggs for breakfast. Okay, super simple 5-minute breakfast. I did 3 eggs today only because that's a really hunk of ham. And yeah, I'll be set till lunch. Today for lunch, we are gonna have what is referred to in this house as mom's favorite meal, which is basically just like carnivore fajitas, a little bit of everything. We do some chicken thighs, which are just boneless, skinless chicken thighs that I cut up. And then I seasoned them today with the Redmond Real Salt taco seasoning. Give a little Mexican food, because I love Mexican food. So this is my way of like getting that craving in. Throw a little shrimp on, just enough to like have as an appetizer or like to put on as a side. I'm just seasoning this with some garlic salt from Redmond's. And then I have a little bit of butter here that I will throw on like right at the end. I don't want to cook it in butter the whole time because that'll burn, but I'm gonna throw it on right at the end just to give it that like good butter flavor. And then this big piece of beef in the middle is called flap meat, which we get it from Costco. It's really similar to a skirt steak. It's just probably, I would say, a little more tender, but look how good and marbled that is. Normally we would do about double that amount of chicken, but I didn't realize we had not enough left in the freezer this time. So Chris is gonna throw on a couple of steaks as well, just to give a little more food. And then the 4 of us, Nathaniel and I probably will crush that amount of chicken together. And normally Chris would have had a pile of chicken that we would split with the beef. So beef, fajitas, chicken, shrimp, and then the beef, we pretty much all beef ever season with adobo and smoked paprika. You could do this in a cast iron skillet or even on a regular grill, but this is that meal that I love on our outdoor flat top griddle. And so I will cook everything in ghee. And then, like I said, I'll throw on that butter like right at the end, just for the shrimp. Okay, this is why it's my absolute favorite meal. I have some fatty, delicious beef, shrimp, chicken, a little salt, and I'm gonna dip everything in some sour cream. It's so good. There you go. There is the perfect bite.
had breakfast and lunch, and I'll skip dinner. So that gives me, after this meal, a 24-hour fast until lunch the next day.
This kitchen is chaos. We are doing a beef tri-tip today that is on the smoker, and then Chris is gonna finish it on the grill. And then we're actually having chicken breast, which I don't even know. When was the last time we had chicken breast?
It's been a while.
Yeah, I think these were left in the freezer from when Chris does, like, every once in a while he'll do like a couple really lean days, and then that's it. We had no chicken thighs or chicken wings, so we took some chicken breasts and marinated it in Italian seasoning, a little avocado oil, minced garlic, is that it?
And a little salt.
And salt. And then we will put them on skewers and put some Parmesan cheese on top. So we're almost doing like our pork nuggets recipe, but we're gonna do chicken breast. It would probably be juicier and tastier with thighs, but we got what we got. Looks good, right?
Yeah.
First of all, look at that. That's gonna be so good. Oh, that's gonna be so good. Okay, look at this incredible meal. We have this beautiful tri-tip and then some, actually I'm kind of excited to eat this chicken breast. We haven't had either one of these things in so long. If you're ever feeling bored on carnivore, just think about what kind of meats haven't you had in a while. Mix it up a little bit. Ooh, look at that. Don't overcook your chicken. I'm gonna put some flaky salt on top and some butter. If you eat, your chimichurri would be really good on it, or some kind of, I usually throw feta on it, but I think this is just about perfect for today. Perfection. This might be my favorite meal all week. Look at that. That chicken is so juicy. And this is so good. That's a bunch of butter on top. I think my most asked question lately from my videos has been about my freezer with all the drawers in it. And it makes me so happy that you guys nerd out on like freezer organization like I do. It is the Hamilton Beach brand, and I got it at the Costco Business Center, but I have seen it recently at regular Costco's. My brother found one at his Costco, so I've seen them sporadically at various Costco's around the country, so you gotta keep an eye out. It was like $349. Unbelievable deal. And then I can organize it by like chicken, ground beef, you know, steaks and pork, and like it goes 7 drawers. I'm obsessed. But the point of this, for dinner tonight, I am doing meatballs, the bacon cheeseburger meatballs. I freeze them individually, and then once they're frozen, I'll vacuum seal them together in about this portion. Like usually there's like 9 or 10 of them in here, which is the perfect size for me to eat a whole pack or the kids to split a pack for dinner. So that's what's for dinner tonight. These went into the air fryer straight from frozen. They take like 10 or 12 minutes. Like we eat these on repeat around here. Tomorrow is Saturday, and we don't have any food prepped for then. My guess is because Penelope has a jiu-jitsu tournament, we really don't know when we're gonna get out of there. We might actually go out to eat as a family. We'll end up at Buffalo Wild Wings or In-N-Out or someplace where we all can eat, and it's not gonna be crazy expensive. If I was in like a more serious weight loss mode right now, everything I ate this week would have been exactly the same. The only difference for me, what I like to lever, is fasting. I would have just skipped a day at some point, or tomorrow, because we're gonna be busy and out and about and not home till late. Like that's a perfect day for me just to like skip and fast. And so when I'm in like weight loss mode or maintenance mode, the only difference for me is how often I incorporate those fasts, mainly because I don't want to track my food, and I have to enjoy what I'm eating, otherwise I'm not gonna stick to it. And so my meals always look the same, no matter my weight loss goals. I just try to leverage fasting. I also know in this video we did tons of grilling, and that may not be an option for you, but I linked down below all my other what I eat videos. There's the last several that I did were all done indoors, an air fryer, stove, oven, crock pot, all that good stuff. So hopefully that gives you some good ideas. In general, that's all I hope for this video, is that you got some meal ideas and you realize that carnivore doesn't have to be quite so limiting. You have tons of variety. It can be easy, affordable, and it really can work into your life, however busy and crazy that life is. If you are looking for more content from me and you want to see weekly live streams, ask me questions, come hang out with a community of people who are all kind of going through the same things you are, you can come find me at Locals. Other than that, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.